Hi, I'm Jenny Gattone.
And I'm Kevin Held.
We're Gracyree Productions.
We are deeply distressed and saddened by the recent string of suicides by teenagers who were bullied about their sexuality.
We wanted to do something.
And a lot of our friends felt the same way.
We know it's a rough gig being a teenager, and it's even rougher when you're gay. But we also want you to know that the world is bigger than your high school, and it's bigger than your family's house, and there's a whole world of people out there who are going to think you're awesome.
So here are just a few of them to tell you it gets better.
Hi, I'm Terry Ray, and I actually learned tragically early in life that my name rhymes with very gay.
Gay in South Texas, and for any of you who are growing up gay in South Texas, I know what it's like.
I grew up in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, and I was teased a lot growing up. I was the girly boy who everyone made fun of.
I grew up in Armpit, USA, where they make Spam. Spam capital of the world. It's a meat packing town.
And I was raised in the western suburbs of Sydney, which is a very rough and homophobic environment.
I grew up in rural northern Michigan.
I went to a small, very waspy, all-white, if you will, high school, which was kind of cutting edge for the South at the time. The point being is that there was a lot of pressure to be straight.
In Stark County, I was the only kid who played the flute in band, okay? And the whole entire county.
So I understand what it's like to be in a minority that faces discrimination even within its own family.
The hardest part was myself. I would wake up some days, a lot of days, and hate myself.
The self-loathing, we're ever going to go away.
I had this overwhelming guilt that I was doing something wrong, that God was really going to punish me.
My childhood was miserable.
I was bullied mercilessly pretty much from the moment I stepped foot on public school property.
I got the occasional comment, but, you know, the fruit, they weren't wrong. What was the other one? Pansy.
I was bullied all through school, every day. I mean, I wore cowboy boots with bicycle shorts. You know, it was gonna happen.
Boas. I wore boas. Yeah, it's not a lie.
For most of my childhood, I felt different to everybody else, and I had to tolerate a lot of bullying and teasing.
Bullying is something I think that we've all experienced in one form or another in our lives, but especially our community.
I came out when I was 20, and not only did I come out, my mom threw me out.
My experience with my parents, they at first wanted me to go get cured, which really surprised me because my dad, being a scientist, I thought he'd know better than that. My mother didn't surprise me when she jumped up and screamed and cried to Jesus for help 4 times.
They're mean to you because they don't understand that you're amazing.
It got a lot better once I just accepted myself for who I was.
When I was old enough to leave home, I got the hell out of there.
I knew that there was something better on the other side.
I went to a place that I knew would be more accepting.
I was 18 years old when I moved to New York. In fact, I moved to New York on my 18th birthday.
New York did not work for me. Texas did not work for me. Houghton, Michigan did not work for me. LA's different.
When I went to college, there were other gay people, and I was like, oh, I'm not the only one. Amazing, wow. And
When I got out of high school and was able to, you know, make my own friends and be with the people that were different like me and better than different, you know, kind of fabulous.
Being different is cool. Embrace it.
you can't give mean people power.
Nothing anybody has ever done to me has ever stopped me from being who I am.
Sexuality is just one facet of your life.
I won't lie, it's not that nothing bad will ever happen to you as an adult. You will still struggle, but you know what? The beauty of struggling as a child is that you are better prepared for it as an adult, and you already know that you can make it to the other end of it.
So you have to survive, you have to be strong. Sorry, it's going to be tough.
30 years before now, how hard it was when there was no Will and Grace or anything else to say that it was okay out there, or Glee or anything like that. There was nothing, and somehow or another we all managed to get through that, and you can too.
If you believe in yourself and the plain truth that there is nothing wrong with you, I can guarantee that things do get better.
I don't walk down the street with my head hanging down anymore. I walk down the street with pride. If anybody asks me who I am or what I am, I have no shame whatsoever. I still have family that may not accept me, but you know what? That's them. That's their loss.
I promise you, it gets better.
It will get better.
I told my dad, I thought he'd flip. He wrapped his arms around me and he looked right in my eyes and he said, "So what?" It just gets better, guys.
I've been out for a little over a year now, which in the spectrum of it all doesn't seem like very long, but my life has been so much better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It does get better.
It gets better, but you have to make it better.
I met the most amazing people I've met. Gay people, straight people, transgender people, like everyone. And I've really created a community for myself. I've created a family of people who love and support me, and I love and support them.
You are never alone.
You expect you are going to be there, but if you stand up, you will find people who will support you. I promise you.
Somebody's life that you're going to touch, it may not be today, but you will touch somebody's life and you'll make a difference in their life.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
God, it gets so much better.
Made us the way we are for a reason, and if God made us the way we are, how can it be wrong?
It gets better.
It gets better, guys. It really does. It gets better.
Gets better than better. It gets fabulous.
If you really feel you have no way out and are seriously considering suicide, please know you have other options.
Please talk to any adult that you feel will be supportive.
You can also contact the Trevor Project. Go to www.trevorproject.org. You can also call 1-866-4U-TREVOR.
That's the number 4, the letter U, TREVOR.
That's a round-the-clock hotline specifically geared towards the prevention of teen suicide.
And if you're ever in LA, look us up. We're here for you too.
We're on Facebook.
Yeah, Jenny Gattone, Gattone.
No, Gracyree Productions, Gracyree Productions.